Oh, hello there. Another sunny day out in Portland. Next episode of Show Me Your Build. I heard there was a Rx-7 lurking somewhere around here, so I thought we'd come check it out. This is Jacob.
How you doing, guys?
And he's going to show us his build. A very long, tedious build, but...
I'm about a year and a half in it so far.
Year and a half. Damn. That is it's a lot of work, but...
It was one of those, this only takes 6 months, and then here we are.
At least you didn't give up. I haven't seen it on Craigslist yet. I can't think of anybody whose car is on Craigslist. Anyway, so what makes it special?
What makes it special is I have a motor engine combo that there's only about 5 in existence.
5?
Yeah.
So it's not an LS.
Oh no, not an LS.
5 liter?
Nope.
KA?
Nope. Although that would have been easier.
All right, well, pop the hood. What do we got?
We have.
Oh, damn, that thing is wide.
Yeah, that is a twin turbo 300ZX engine.
Well, I know that block rather well, but are you going for pain? This isn't easy.
Oh yeah, nope.
This isn't easy.
No, it is not. It's actually one of Nissan's more, relatively complicated engines.
How many swap parts can you even buy for this?
None.
No?
None.
Nothing?
Well, there was one that I bought, but it had a different purpose in mind.
Interesting. So 5 in the world, huh?
In the world.
Give or take, that you've ever seen.
That I've ever seen, heard of, done internet research on.
Okay. Well, since you got so much free time on your hands, wow. God dang. That's cool. So what is the car?
The car is an 87 Rx-7. It's the first year of the FC body style. It's kind of like the difference between the shark nose and pig nose. It's kind of the way the S13 guys be able to understand it.
Huh. Gotcha. So... Oh, wait a minute here. Yeah.
Yep. We've got...
It's definitely neat. But I saw you over here doing this stuff. Now...
So this is what I'm working on this weekend. It is the wiring. That is actually the soft spot for the 300ZX. They get a lot of corrosion in the pins and terminals. Every single pin and terminal has been crimped, desoldered. This is actually my injector clip. Now, if you've ever seen or worked on a Nissan, they have those stupid little C-clips that you have to sit there and pick, and they break, and then your injector clip is just sitting there.
No fun.
No. So I went to the junkyard, got me some Audi pieces, and boom, it's off.
Wow. So you're saying the upper 2 percentile of techs that'll do this sort of shenanigans could be fixing all of the problems.
Yep.
Cool. Man, look at you though. I mean, full commitment here. Wires. Pins everywhere.
That was my yesterday's task. Spent about 3 hours depinning the ECU.
Nice. That's up close.
This is where I'm at today.
Oh yeah.
So right here we've got another little addition that I'm doing. It's fusing my coils and my injectors. So basically what happens is we got a power feed right here, and then this goes out to the injectors, and each one of them has its own fuse. That way I can quickly diagnose which cylinder is misfiring, or in the event that an injector shorts out, because come on, it's a Nissan injector, they do that.
All right.
It'll take out a fuse instead of my PCM.
Oh, and then the light goes off. Got it. So all this isn't in vain. This is good. This is good. And I noticed you. Look at you got all this wiring.
Got wiring diagrams. The pin out. Got which ones I'm going to be using, which ones I'm not going to be using.
Yeah.
Got more diagrams over here.
Wow. And that's all just so you can stuff a Nissan motor into an RX-7. This is good. This is good. This is dedication, because this isn't going to be simple. So the next thing that I think we need to go over, because we can't really go over like much of the car because there's so much stuff hiding inside of it. I mean, there's even a which transmission do you got hiding here?
That's actually the old Rx-7 transmission.
Oh, so you're using the Nissan trans too?
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool. I mean, I'm not terribly surprised, but that makes sense. Gotcha. Well, let's look under it, right? Because I'm assuming that's where all of the
magic
hard work is hiding. exhaust. Ha. All right, so we're back at the front again because there's a bunch of things if someone was to swap this engine into this chassis that you need to know you're going to have to deal with.
Yeah, this...
So let's go over it.
This is not the Fisher-Price My First Motor swap that you want to do. Don't do it. You know, and that's not because I want to be one of the only people with this swap. It's because there's so many little tiny things that you got to think about that you just don't going into this.
Okay. So what was hurdle number 1?
Hurdle number 1 was actually getting the motor in.
Okay.
And then once I did that, it was, where do I put the mass airflow sensor? I actually
awesome right there.
I actually ran out of real estate underneath the hood.
Yeah, and I like how you did the little
yeah, those are the stock 300ZX side mount intercoolers.
That's so cool. But so you were talking about these motor mounts that you came up with.
So the motor mounts that I came up with, I actually got inspired by a Jeep design. So right here, this is the stock 300ZX one. Goes to a aftermarket Rx-7 one.
Yeah.
And then it goes to a piece that I had to make myself, which is actually a plate.
I can't get it up in there. I'm sorry.
We can try over here. See if we can get this side. You can kind of see that better.
And now, because remember, it can't get.
Oh yeah. Well.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna try something here. I'm gonna shut this off. 1, 2, 3. Right. Beep beep beep. Yeah, okay. So sorry that looks awful, but check it out. There we go. All right.
So basically,
no hockey pucks, huh?
No hockey pucks. No,
Oh,
this is actually a polyurethane motor mount. That
motor.
Yeah, motor.
It's all good. It's all good.
It was actually an aftermarket Rx-7 one because they tear.
Okay.
And I had it lying around, so I was like, you know what, might as well use it.
Huh. Okay.
So what I did was I welded a plate to the frame that had some bolt holes on it, and then made another plate that bolts to that one, so that the entire thing is serviceable. It's removable. And it all works together.
Beautiful. You said something about this clutch system that was.
So the clutch system, it's actually a 300ZX clutch, both the master and the slave cylinder.
Okay.
And I actually had to modify the 300ZX one to be able to fit the Rx-7 because the stroke size is actually a lot different.
Wow. Huh. That's crazy. Now, if I remember correctly, you had to space the subframe out because you wanted the hood to come down?
So this is actually a subframe spacing kit that was designed for the 2JZ. Guys that are doing that swap, the hood doesn't clear. Well, I ran into a similar issue, so I was like, hey, I'll just buy this kit. And it spaces the subframe down.
So then you had to have somebody machine...
So then I had to have somebody machine a sway bar spacer kit.
Sorry, this is so much harder.
So that it would actually work with it.
Huh. Okay. Yeah. All right. And then so looking over here, and so it's the factory.
This is the factory Rx-7 oil cooler.
Okay.
I just kind of swapped it around from side to side because the 300ZX oil cooler is actually, you can almost see it right there, but not quite. It's kind of buried along with everything else on this motor.
I'm trying. Yeah, okay. So
that's,
and it's got to go all the way over there.
All the way back around here, and then all the way back.
Oh, that is a lot of...
Yep.
Wow. Dang. All right. And then, obviously there's... I'm trying to turn it like this. There's this mount right here they had to do to fit the transmission.
That's half Rx-7, half custom.
Okay, yeah.
Where it bolts to is Rx-7, and then where it adapts is just, cutting some steel just to make it work.
I'm trying to think here if there's... Oh, obviously, one other little neat trick about this whole system that you'll have to drop the car back down for. So let's check that out. In the meantime, I'll turn this gimbal back on to make things smooth again. Sorry, but you couldn't see it. So one other design change that you came up with.
So the Rx-7, the way that it routes through its heater core, it goes from the engine to the heater core back to the radiator.
Okay.
The 300ZX doesn't. So what I had to do is I had to convert the entire cooling system to a surge flow design, which is actually very common in your Audis, your Volkswagens, anything German. And what they do is they incorporate the overflow tank to, as a part of the cooling system. It's actually pressurized along with it.
Actually, speaking of which, isn't this actually a different style tank, or is this the factory Rx-7 tank?
This is actually out of an Audi A4.
Ah, see, there we go. Okay, that's neat. I don't know if this thing will pick it up, but he's actually got an Audi overflow tank in here, which is a neat touch. But that makes sense, though, because if you're using that system, you would need to use that sort of tank.
Exactly.
Right, okay.
Basically, my turbo return lines, they flow back to my overflow tank, and then the overflow tank goes back into my radiator.
Okay. And at the end of the day, this means that...
This means I have constant circulation, constant flow. It's constantly bleeding the air out of it.
That's efficient.
Exactly.
That's efficient. And then you're also... Yeah, I mean, that's... Wow. Yeah, and this also showcases that I'm not a builder. I would never go through all that, ever. Now, this is awesome, but not me.
The radiator itself, I actually had to cut out the entire radiator bracket system and tilt it back because it was actually hitting the engine.
Oh, wow, because when you have spinning Doritos, you have all that room back there.
Yeah, there goes the end of the motor's right about here-ish.
You know, that's one other thing to kind of cover that is super neat, is the fact that although this engine's probably heavier and larger than the rotary, at least when it was mounted, it's not over the steering rack that much. Whereas if you put like a straight 6 in here or something, you'd probably have somewhere between 2 cylinders, maybe 2.5 cylinders over that.
Yeah, that's about what it comes out to.
So, although there might be a little bit more weight up, at least it won't be forward as much.
Exactly.
So
that's
cool.
It was actually one of the considerations that I took when picking out a motor.
This was planned, huh?
Kind of planned.
Yeah.
I wanted to retain a little bit of the handling characteristics.
Glutton for pain. Glutton for pain. You know, it's a nice looking car, though. I mean, it's got over fenders and whatnot, and got some Recaros hiding in here. I don't know if they can see it, but this has got to go, though.
Oh, no. This? I'm actually going to put an equal sign and then like a mushroom cloud.
All right. So you got half of it there. That's neat. But, well, it's been real. Thank you for going over all this, especially to the detail, because that's not a lot of people doing that. I hope that me tilting the camera wasn't awful to deal with, but we'll see. You got to live and learn. You got to experiment and fail. So until next time, if you feel like sending me a message on Facebook, let me know you got a build or something for me to come check out. Feel free. Yay.